Welcome back to Discover with Miss Natalie. That's me. So this morning I read a story called The Little Engine That Could. This book right here. And it was all about this little blue engine who helped this other train get up this really big mountain so that they can bring all of the toys and dolls and food to the little boys and girls on the other side of the mountain. So what we're going to do this afternoon is we are going to make our own train car. And we're going to do that by numbering all of our train cars. And we're going to practice our counting for this afternoon. So what you're going to need is you're going to need the train cars that can be found online at our heparks.org website. So if you want to ask your mom, dad, grandma, aunt, uncle, if they can print 20 of these out for you, because you are going to need 20. If you want to do a smaller number, you can always just print out 10 of them, but I'm going to do 20 of them. What else you're going to need is you're going to need any sort of writing utensils. I'm going to use markers, but if you want to use colored pencils or crayons, either of those will work as well. And then what you're also going to need is you're going to need different things that you can put onto your train car. So I'm going to use different sequins today for my train car, but if you have stickers, you can use stickers at home. If you have cotton balls or pom-poms, you can do those. If you want to just draw on your train car, you can do that as well. Just make sure that if you are using anything that you're going to need to glue down, that you do get a glue stick or just a glue bottle, and you can use that as well. Okay, so that's all of the things that you're going to need for today's activity. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to get all of our train cars and we're going to number them. Okay, so each train car is going to have its very own number. So where we're going to put that number is in these little circles down here, which are the wheels. All right, so we're going to start with number 1. So what you're going to do is you're going to grab one of your writing utensils, any color that you would like, and you're going to put number 1 down at the bottom of your page. Okay? Just like that. So that your train car, this is number 1. And we're going to keep doing this until we get up to 20. All right? So now go on to your next piece of paper with your next train car, and you can use the same color if you want, or you can change it up and you can do a different color for each of the train cars. So then we're going to go ahead and put number 2, just like that. So now we have our number 2. So let's keep going, and if you need help writing your numbers, ask someone to help you, okay? And then they're going to put them in the little circles down here at the very bottom. And then once I put all of them back together, so once I have all my numbers on my train cars, we'll come on back and then I'll tell you the next thing that we're going to do. So now that you got all of your train cars numbered 1 through 20 or 1 through 10 if you only did 10 of them, so you should have numbers on the bottom and all of the little circles on your train cars. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add on those objects into the train car, because that is what this car is holding, and it's going to go with the number that you put in the circle. So for number 1, you are going to choose one of your objects to either stick or glue into the train car. So if you're using stickers, you're going to put one sticker into the train car. If you are using pom-poms, you're going to put one pom-pom and glue that onto your train car. If you're using sequins like me, you're going to do one sequence and you're going to glue that onto your train car. So I'm just going to open my sequence bag. Go ahead and grab your items, and we're going to put it into our train car. So I'm going to choose a sequence leaf. I'm just going to put some glue on here. And I'm going to stick it right in the middle of my train car. You don't have to put yours in the middle. That's just where I'm going to choose to put my one leaf. So there we go. This train car is number 1, and I have 1 sequence in my train car. So once you've done number 1, we're going to move on to number 2. And just like you did with your first one, you're going to look at the number down in the circle, and this one says 2. So you're going to put how many in the train car? 2. Good job. So you're going to choose 2 of your items that you are putting into your train car. So for this one, I'm going to do a different sequence, and I'm going to put seashells. 2 seashells into my train car. So again, I'm going to grab my glue stick, and I'm just going to put a little bit of glue onto the sequence and go ahead and stick that down into my train car, and do the same thing with my other sequence. I'm going to stick that down onto my train car. There we go. So train number 2 has 2 sequins in its train car. And you might have put 2 stickers in yours. So now we're going to do one more together. We're going to move on to number 3. So find your number 3 train car. Here's my number 3. So we put 1 sequence in our number 1 train car. We put 2 sequins in our number 2 train car. How many objects are we going to put into our number 3 train car? That's right, 3 objects. So now go ahead and choose whatever you're using to put into your train car. Again, I'm going to change it up just a little, and this time I'm going to use circles. And I'm going to put circles into my train car. Okay, I'm going to grab 3 of these. There we go. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to put them into my train car. I'm going to grab my first sequence, put a little bit of glue, and stick that one down. And then I'm going to do my next one, again with a little bit of glue. Stick that one down, and my last one. Stick that one down. So there we go. So on my 3rd train car, number 3, I have 1, 2, 3 sequins in my number 3 train car. So what you're going to want to keep doing is you're going to keep adding your objects, pom-pom, stickers, sequins, or your coloring into your train cars. And you're going to fill up every train. Make sure that you're looking at the number in the circle so that you're putting the right amount of objects in your train car. And at the very end, we're going to create a puzzle. So keep on going and then come back once you're all done, and I'll tell you the next thing that we're going to do. So then when you've got all of your train cars finished and you put all of your stickers, sequins, pom-poms, or pictures onto your train cars, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put them out like a big, big puzzle. So you want to make sure you start with number 1, which is my first train car right here, and then you're going to count up from 1, and you're going to put all of your train cars next to each other so you can make one long train. Okay, so we're going to start with number 1, and we're going to put number 1 right here. And then we're going to go to number 2. And you're going to keep going until you have all your numbers out in one long train. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and go through and count our numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So I hope you enjoyed making your very own train car puzzle. And then this is something that you can do every day if you want. You can bring out your puzzle, you can scramble all of them up together and then see if you can solve it again. And a trick is if you're having a hard time knowing what number is on your train car, just go ahead and count up all of those objects that you put into the train, and then that will tell you the number. So I hope you enjoyed this really fun train car activity with me this afternoon. And tomorrow I have a special treat. So usually there is a story that happens in the morning every morning. But tomorrow we are going to read our story together. We're going to do a live storytelling. So tell your mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, aunt, uncle that you would like to listen to the story. It's going to be at 10 a.m. just like it is every other day of the week. But this one is going to be live on our Facebook, on the Hoffman Estates Park District page. And I'm going to be there and I'm going to be reading a story to all of you. If you want, you can have your parents or your grandma, grandpa, aunt, uncle help write a little message when you're listening to the story, and I can see it on my screen, and then you guys can participate in our storytelling. So I can't wait to see you all tomorrow at 10 a.m. for our next story time. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you soon.